don't go after red flags, and then it'd be like the red flag, and it shows like the hot person or whatever.
And the grandma.
The grandma.
Yeah,
The grandma.
I do like the
like,
grandma.
Don't
She's
you want to
wild.
suck all my teeth? Or
Oh, that's Turbo Grady. Yeah, Turbo Grady's wild. I'm talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Irbal Sinergy, the shop. I'm your host, Sinji. With me, as always, Irby.
It's me, Irby. What's snacking? You got
What's
some
popping? Damn. You know, I
nothing
waited
five?
all that time to not interrupt you. And I figured as soon as you asked a question was an okay time to talk. It was not.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it's cool though. I'm used to it.
My bad, homie.
Yeah, but yeah. What's on your heart for the people?
I got a lot of JoJo's for the people today.
I know. I'm excited to talk JoJo's.
Yeah, like a lot of JoJo's.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't much have a flavor this week.
I don't know if I have
There's-
one either, honestly.
there was moments I liked in Dandadan, and I'll become a villainess who goes down in history, which is yeah, that moment she completely like tears down the hero for like her ideals of like, because for some reason the hero thinks if you tear down this one slum, like the wall, like it will release people from something. And I was like, that don't even sound like it could be a thing. But she breaks down her whole argument for the things and why like it wouldn't do anything for the inequality. And even if you do try to make it for inequality, like you're bringing someone down, someone strong to someone's weaker level, and it's like it's your ideals. It's not going to work. I was like, dang, she was right. And all of her thought processes, I was like, yeah. But in a way, she wasn't actually a villain. She just had the stuff, and I was like, oh man, like she makes a lot of sense. I was like, not much you can do.
Not much you can do.
And Dandadan was when my boy Ken yoked up his classmate, picked her straight out the air. And mind you, Ken's just a little guy. He's probably about your size. And he picked up
Bro, you ain't gonna just disrespect me like that. I know that he's in like high school or something.
he's in middle school, high school, somewhere in there.
Yeah, bro, I ain't that short. I'm average sized.
How tall are you?
5'9".
Short.
No, that's average sized.
That's short king status, baby.
No, it's not.
Yeah, for me, short king. Short.
Because you above 6 feet.
Nah, I'm only 5'11". I like to say I'm 6 feet tall.
You are not 5'11". Stop.
I am.
You're full of shit.
Nah, I just went to the bathroom. But anyway,
you forgot to flush because there's full shit somewhere.
But yeah, anyway, he yoked him up, and I was like, oh, look at him. But yeah, that was a good episode. I do like the stuff. The one girl, she's just crazy. I was like, what's wrong with this girl?
Are you caught up with Dandadan?
I think I may have. I'm on episode 6. I think there's like. Yeah, I am caught up.
There's only 6 episodes? Because I want to ask
Yeah.
a question, but like I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, go ahead, ask away, dog.
Okay. All right. Let me fix the mic. All right. Sorry. Okay. I saw a reel that involved Dandadan. And the reel was captioned, "This is peak. Dandadan is peak." Which I'm seeing people say about a lot of things lately. So I guess that's the trend right now.
That's the Riz. That's a youth would say.
Yeah. So Dandadan is peak, as in peak for the people who are unsavvy to the new lingo. It's like the best thing out right now. The best that the world is capable of producing. And then you know those memes that would be like, don't go after red flags, and then it'd be like the red flag, and it shows like the hot person or whatever.
The grandma.
The grandma.
Yeah,
The grandma.
I do like
It's
the
like,
grandma.
Don't you
She's
want to
wild.
suck all my teeth? Or
Oh, that's Turbo Grady. Yeah, Turbo Grady's wild. I'm talking about Homegirl's grandma, Miss
no,
ISA.
man. I saw the teeth, the one. I was like, bro, what is that? Is that abridged?
That was like the first episode where she came in like that. But show's wild. Yeah, she Turbo Granny's whole backstory is wild. She essentially, is you gonna watch it or no?
Am I gonna watch it?
You,
I'm undecided.
yeah, okay.
You're
So
fine. Go ahead.
Turbo Granny, she
It's not like
comes.
I listen anyway.
She's a spirit that I guess she kind of guides souls, but she was mostly was made to like stop somebody from killing these young girls. But yeah. But she's weird because yeah, Turbo Granny. But she becomes a whole different character later on though. So. But yeah, it's yeah, Turbo Granny's cool. Regular Granny, she's out there, but like she has her reasons why she does certain things, and then it gets real later why she was acting that way. You're like, oh, that makes sense now. I just thought she was being creepy old lady, but she wasn't.
She looked pretty creepy to me.
Yeah, but her whole like she's a medium, and she does some other stuff, and I'm like, oh, grandma, okay, grandma, I don't think there was a need for that. And I was like, oh, grandma, she was right. So yeah,
I was
I
like,
like
grandma out here JoJoing you.
a little bit. I don't think it's on that whole scale, but grandma, she is a planner. Well, not that I've seen yet.
I hear you.
But Turbo Granny, she does wild stuff. The alien scene in the first one, I was like, okay, that's weird. But yeah, I enjoyed it so far. But yeah, carry on.
That was it. That's all I wanted. I wanted to ask if that scene was real.
Oh yeah, that's a real scene. Everything else, there's some other stuff that stems off of that scene too. 'Cause, yeah, it's wild. But yeah, I
I
digress.
just want to interject real quick.
Yeah.
Off trail. My dumbass muted myself on Discord to drink water. I meant to mute myself on the cast. I didn't mind if Irby heard me drink water. So I apologize to anyone who heard me drinking water.
Yeah, all of our one listener.
Um,
Nah, I'm just kidding.
we have a couple. We have a few.
One listener at a time.
One at a time. They should.
Because y'all probably are
They pass the
listening to it at
episodes
the
to each
same
other.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I borrow that episode when you're done?
Yeah. We're like the library.
Just
yeah.
return it when you finish.
Yeah. But yeah. Anything that caught your eye this week?
There was some cool JoJo moments, but okay, all right, okay. The first thing, I'll just go because like really they would all technically qualify for like a flavor, so like it's hard to pick between them. So I'll just go with like
JoJo in its entirety of the episodes that you watched.
no, but okay. So I'll just go with the first one, the first thing, and it was when Joseph used the bottle cap to break the cop's finger.
Hmm.
He used his hormone and it sent the bottle cap flying. And he told the cop, said, before you even be able to pull the trigger on that, your finger, I would have broken your finger already. And he warned him, and he did it.
Yeah, JoJo. He's yeah, JoJo. He definitely
He's
has.
got like a delinquent side to him.
He does. It's like, oh, JoJo, my man's. But he also has like a heart of gold, kind of, sort of too.
Yes, yes. So like he's interesting to me because like I don't know, he just has this out there, he just extreme extroverted personality, right? That's like he comes off as a badass, but he's like a really good person. So like he does badass things, not like, oh, this guy's a red flag, but like he almost looks like he could be a red flag, but like he's genuine in like what he does.
Yeah, like he does things that seem bad, but it's actually he does them because he cares about you in a way that you don't yet know, and then you're like, oh, he did that for me, and
Yes,
so
yes.
so that happens.
So, I guess you want to get into JoJo's.
Yeah, go ahead, get into JoJo's.
So, I remember the other week, last week, I think I said how like with Jonathan, a couple times, like if I didn't know the season was this long, I'd swear it's over,
Yeah,
and then like it kept going. So like it was very convenient that like I stopped watching right before we met Joseph. Well, I met Joseph. Because I was like, I know this season's not done, so it's going to keep going. And then, like, Jonathan died. I'm like, oh, he's actually dead.
yeah,
I was like, oh. And so we meet Joseph. And my introduction to him was him getting pickpocketed by the little black kid. And then, like, him saving the black kid. And, like, the obnoxious fat cop put a booger in Joseph's face. So he just punched him square in the mouth.
yeah,
And then the other cop, being typical dirty and like scared, pulled out the gun. And so JoJo did the bottle cap, with the Coke bottle cap thing, and then proceeded to drink it. And I guess the black kid and him became tight, so he became like a servant of Irina, who was Jonathan's wife when she wanted to die with him in a boat. I wonder whatever happened with the baby she saved. I thought, now that I think about it, like oh, so you know.
yep,
Okay, all right, okay, a mystery. But it's interesting that I thought that, and like, so like that's something that's good writing. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of like the newer people are missing right now. Is it's like this? It was a thought for me, completely out of the blue. Like I just literally just thought it. I didn't write it down. I was just remembering Irina in the boat and like the baby, and that's how JoJo convinced her to like live, because like the baby needed to be saved. And I was like, oh, I wonder what she did with the baby. And like now I have implication that like I will find that out eventually. I
you
don't know
might find
when.
it out. I don't know when you'll find it out.
Yeah. But so going through other moments that stuck out. So like fast forward a little bit. They're aware of. They become aware of Speedwagon
The Speedwagon Foundation. Yeah,
being dead, and because the dude delivered bad news to Irina, Joseph beat him up just from the premise of making Irina feel bad. So it's just
yeah,
like, I mean, he seems like he could be a dick, but he wasn't really doing a dick move at the moment. I don't know if he deserved that, but all right, let's just rock with it. The person who was being racist to Homeboy deserved the beating he got.
yeah.
So after learning that, you know, Joseph was eating with Homeboy at like a cafe or something, and then like dude was staring at them and had teeth. So he went out in front of him like, "Is that teeth fangs I saw in your mouth?" And then like flashes grill, and then Joseph just pulled out a Tommy gun out of nowhere and unloaded an entire clip in the direction of the restaurant into
Yeah.
Straight So.
Yeah. That was wild. I was like, oh, I was like, where did he get that from?
Yo, he just held it down. I'm like, was no one injured in the process? Did he have aim like that? 'Cause Tommy guns aren't, if I recall, Tommy guns aren't accurate.
They're not. I think he was just trying to hit the guy there.
But
The guy, yeah.
obviously because it couldn't end that quick. And I say that not knowing. I was like, he can't be dead. It can't end that quick. This motherfucker got cleared out the paint quick. I thought he was gonna be the rest of this season's main villain.
No.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. He's dead. But to go back a little, I thought what was cool was like Joseph, like he knew he was like, you thought I would just rely on hormone, and like he had the whole grenade trick where like he pulled out a grenade and it's like, you think I can't get rid of this in time? I'm like, oh, but look closely. And like as Straight was throwing away the grenade, that grenade released all the pins to like all the grenades he put on his back. I'm like, bro, how'd you get that many grenades on him?
Yeah, that goes to one of the ones where I was like, just one grenade. I was like, dang, that's not gonna do much.
But that was slick. That wasn't the big brain move that happened in the fight. The big brain move that happened in the fight was a little before that, where Straight shot beams in Joseph's forehead and throat. And I'm like, yo, like, what? What's going on? Is he dead? And then he started talking. I'm like, does he have a power other than Hamon? Hamon, or whatever it is. And then like, well, it was a mirror. It was a mirror. I'm like, oh, it was a mirror, bro. What?
Yeah, he definitely be thinking about some stuff. I'm like, what? What possessed you to keep a mirror on you?
Bro, I was just like, Joseph is so entertaining in like how he presents his theatrics. Like his theatrics is entertaining.
Yeah, I do enjoy JoJo. Jotaro, he's not as theatrical, but his whole like demeanor and like what he does, I'm like, dang, that man knew that this was gonna happen. He did this. Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, continue. What else? But yeah, the whole vampire fight, and he was like, oh yeah. He was like, yeah. He's like, oh, Jojo, I know that you're this and this type of guy that does this, and like, you know, if you leave this woman, then you won't be the man I thought you were. And Jojo was like, yeah, I'm not. And then he harms her. Then he's like, you rascal.
Immediately, he could not keep. Yeah. He couldn't even keep the poker face going. And like to fast forward a little, how about my girl slapping Joseph for calling her a floozy? It's like, bruh, you couldn't read between the lines. He was trying to show that he didn't care about you, so that Straight would let you go.
Yeah,
but
that's just one of those ones where it's like, oh, I guess you gotta let it go.
Mm-hmm. But Joseph cleared Straight out the paint pretty quickly. Honestly, he used a shot glass or something to reflect the eye beams that he tried to use again. He did get hit with one of them, but the one that was aimed toward his forehead, it's like, I'd figured you'd aim for my forehead again.
Yeah, but Straight he was dying anyway, so this is just like this was more so to test Joseph's mettle and things.
Mm-hmm. So Straight basically self-destructed with Hamon. And before he did that, he warned Joseph about the stone dude.
Yeah.
So then after that, we find out Speedwagon is actually alive, and he's in a German camp or whatever. I
think they're in Mexico.
Mexico, but like he's with Germans.
Yeah. Okay. my bad.
So Joseph learns the speedwagon. No. He doesn't learn the speedwagon's alive until he interrogates the German dude to try to ambush him. So he's on his way to Mexico about the stone dude. He's on a bike, it's really cool, and he just stops out of nowhere. It's like, even though I'm alone, I just feel like someone's following me.
Somebody's watching me.
So German dude, I thought it was a vampire. No, it was just a regular stealthy German dude.
Yeah.
They fight, and like the dude thought he got the upper hand on Joseph, and he was like, haha, is this what you wanted me to say? I was just stalling for time, you idiot. And then he freaking used Hamon to make turn the cactus into like a shotgun thing.
Yeah. It's crazy, the power and like the way he maneuvers folks into doing what he needs them to do his attack.
Yeah. So like, and all this while being like theatrical, like it's great because like then when he finally gets to like the station, he leaves the German dude hanging upside down on a cactus, and he's like trying to think on like how to infiltrate the camp. So he dresses up as a woman.
Yeah.
He tries to trick him, and they're like, "Ugh, what is that?" And he's like, "Crap, my disguise isn't working." He's like, "Of course it's not working."
Yeah.
So
It's
he
like,
just takes him out.
the one German dude was like, "Yeah, my sister,
Looks better than you.
she wasn't ugly as you. We used her to plow the fields." I was like, "Geez, terrible."
I'm amazed you remember that.
Yeah, I remember a lot of things.
So while all that's happening, the German dude fed the stone guy all the blood he needed to awaken, and named him Santiviento.
Yeah.
We quickly discovered that Santiviento can absorb other vampires. Actually, I think he just absorbs anyone he wants. That's how he eats. He just has so many like digestive cells that like it appears he's absorbing them, but really he's just digesting them, which is kind of freaking crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy superpower.
Yeah, like I think I would have more realistically believed that he was just absorbing everything. You telling me his digestive cells are just that strong that like he can just digest with skin contact? I was like, bro, like, first of all, can he turn that on and off? Because like, why isn't he eating the floor right now?
I think he can turn it on and off.
Second of all, why my man turn into a snake to get through that 2-inch vent?
Because that snake had the body that he needed to get through to get there.
That was crazy, man. He was just like in typical JoJo's fashion, at least for this first season. Someone has to explain what the guy's doing. So Speedwagon is like, he's doing more than dislocating his joints. He's downright deconstructing his entire body.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah. I guess, yeah. You're right. That's not like Inosuke in that hole that he fit through in that other season on Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
That's I would call that a level beyond.
Yeah, that's total level beyond. It was just like, oh man, okay, all right. This guy finna be a problem.
So
But yeah.
Yeah. So Santiviento approaches them and like he's creating the scene, and JoJo is dressed as a German soldier and he's trying to get Speedwagon to like follow him. And he's like, "No, leave me here to die." I mean, if he really wanted to just leave, I feel like Joseph could have just like grabbed. He was in a wheelchair. He could have just grabbed him, but like he just gave up. He's like, "Oh fuck it, I'll reveal myself."
Yeah.
So, German dude was like, "Hey, take care of him." Like, but he doesn't seem like a bad guy. You're the bad guy for letting him doing what you did to him. But like, he doesn't seem like he wants to do anything bad, so I'm good on that. Then Joseph tried to have a casual conversation with him. Dude walked out by him. So then he was like, "Oh, now I'm just gonna mess with you." He tried to trip him up, but like it ended up hurting Joseph instead. And then dude tried to take out like Speedwagon, and that's when the real fight between Joseph and Santaviento began.
Yeah.
And like just a couple things from the fight that was like, um, the ending was okay, but like a couple things during the fight that was cool that like stood out to me was Joseph being a clown and like making it seem like he lost an entire hand,
Oh yeah.
and then Joseph letting himself be half absorbed so that he can attack Sanviento from the inside.
Yeah, that was I was like, oh man. I said, oh well when I first was watching, saw this, I said, okay. I was like, hopefully Joseph has an offspring heir out there somewhere. Cause I was like, oh, he's gonna come back and someone else is gonna take the mantle.
Yeah, well, I thought that twice for a moment, but like here's the red flag I rose with that. So like speed up the process. His only weakness was sunlight. So they were rushing to the door. He was trying his best to stop them from getting the sunlight. He went into the German's body. The German ran outside to sacrifice himself. He had a bomb. He used the bomb. Sanviento came out. He wanted to find darkness, so he went to the well. Joseph knew he was going to go to the well, so he put his body in front of it and just used his hands and feet to like stop the fall into the well, into the water, so that Sanviento can continue burning and die.
I say, how crazy was it when Joseph chopped off the German's leg? That was wild.
I thought it was crazier that he didn't want to do it for so long. I was like, "Oh, dude, just
Just chop the leg.
you gotta do it. Go, get to it." But then, like, dude went into the leg he chopped off. So it was like, I knew I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, he just was trying to I don't know, but I was like, oh, chop the leg off. I was like, man,
So
that better than me.
So here's my thing about. I think it's because it worked out. It turns out to be like a genius thing that like Joseph let himself be half absorbed to attack him from the inside. But
Yeah.
prior to that, it was already said that he just has super strong or sensitive digestive systems, and that's what's going on. The people are being digested. So that's cool. Joseph, it was explained that Joseph wasn't digested because he had Hamon to protect himself. Where was your body in terms of inside his? Like, where were you fitting if you weren't being digested?
I don't know.
That was my only question. I was just like,
Maybe he was sticking out the back that you couldn't see.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I felt like it would have made more sense to do the absorb theory. But that's just me nitpicking. Like, it was very entertaining, and like I didn't want to stop, but I got tired. And
Yeah, I mean, because the whole thing, they did say that his hormone use, like when he first kicked him in the leg, his hormone use is what stopped his leg from being absorbed and hurt and whatnot. So I was like, okay. Well, I was like, yeah, I can't complain off of that one.
so with Jonathan,
it's-
Hamon was what would help defeat Theo, but like with Joseph, Hamon's like really the only thing that's protecting him, and they need to utilize something else to defeat these creatures.
Yeah, but Joseph's not even fluent in hormone, you know? He just still learning. Just like a little noob. But so continuing your stuff you wants to talk about with the JoJo's.
That was it. That was my journey.
Oh, that you didn't do anything else?
No, I didn't get past defeating Santaviento.
Oh yeah, it gets more stuff. But San Viento Stroheim. Yeah, because they go elsewhere and do some other stuff. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, they're gonna go to like
JoJo.
another country or whatever because there's more stone men or whatever.
Yeah. So it's gonna get even more bigger brain now.
Well, what I think is kind of crazy is like they didn't waste time elevating the villain. You know what I mean? Like when we first saw Speedwagon, he took straight to the tomb where he found the Stone Man, but with the Stone Man, there was also like a million, not a million, it's an exaggerated number, but like there was hella of the mask that turned people to vampires, right?
Yeah.
So in my head, we're about to fight a whole bunch of vampires, and this dude is gonna be the leader of all of them. No, this guy who we're gonna fight, and there's more of him.
Yeah. They get to into those folks and yeah, but JoJo, he's about to get some more big brain moves. You'll see.
I will see.
Yeah, I just definitely told you it's interesting show. Yeah, you about to meet some other folks,
And I told you
some
I'd watch.
some good folks, and you're like, oh man, this seems cool. But my man blew himself up and chopped off his leg. That's crazy though.
Yeah, when it was all said and done, he wasn't a bad guy.
He wasn't. Not all Germans are bad.
But he did murder like a bunch of Mexicans.
Yeah.
So he was kind of a piece of shit. All right. He was a bad guy in terms of, but like, it's hard to explain. So like, yeah, he did some fucked up shit. But had the shoes been reversed, we can't say without a doubt that like if the Mexicans went to Germany, they wouldn't have done the same if the shoe was in the same foot. It's like that one quote that Doflamingo said during the Great War.
I wouldn't even know what the quote is.
You did watch up to this point.
I deleted it from my memory bank.
He says like who's right, who's wrong, it doesn't matter because whoever comes on top is the one who creates justice. So it's like if you're on top, what you do is right, kind of like power, which is technically like it sounds shitty, but like is it wrong though?
Well, throughout the course of history,
The higher power is who decides what's right and wrong.
well, not only that, like whoever wins the wars writes the history books.
Yeah,
So yeah, they
dead man
decide
tell
who
no
was
tales.
yeah, they decide who did the stuff and what constitutes what. So, I mean, I feel like that's just the offshoot. Doflamingo's offshoot of that line there. So, but yeah, Dofi. That's what they say.
But what do you got?
Nothing too much. Yeah, we talked about Dandadan. Spoke a little bit about villainous priestesses. Did read Boruto. That was a good chapter.
Hold on.
Enjoy.
Hold on.
It came out like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, the one yeah, it was a good chapter. I was
Yeah,
gonna say, isn't it too soon for Boruto?
yeah, it might be a little too soon, but it's good. It has some information, and Boruto's like, oh yeah, Kawaki, we gotta take him down. Kazakage is gone, and what I still don't understand is why when Kazakage's like, hey, get out of Dodge. They're like, no, we can't leave you. Man, if y'all don't get out of Dodge, bro, stop flaking and perpetrating. Y'all out here just wilding. Like, come, just get out. He told you leave him alone. Why y'all trying to fight the man? Just let it go. But you don't want to do it.
Don't want to listen.
Just don't want to listen. And makes no sense. So, just be getting on my nerves. Now look at you, Kazakage's. He's done. He's chilling there. Yeah. Nothing else really.
And the sad part is that the person, that like
Locked
his
him
son-
into jutsu.
yeah, the person that was born from him can unlock the jutsu and knows exactly where he is.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man, Gar gonna die.
he might die, but I'm just like, man. I'm like, oh well, it is what it is. I won't be mad at it. Hopefully, it will give us something to look forward to. It should be like 2 weeks,
What's
I
crazy is
think.
Kankuro saying like, "Don't tell Tamari. I don't want her to worry." And like, "Hello, ninjas, war. The hell do
Yeah,
you think she was doing when bro, you guys took the tuning exams together? I argue she was probably stronger than you.
I don't know if she was stronger per se, but she probably was more
I don't know either,
tactful.
but like I feel like Conqueror will have an uphill battle against Tamari because of the win.
Yeah, probably could blow his stuff everywhere.
Yeah,
Definitely wouldn't be the easiest one for him to do, but probably could fight up.
he would have to finesse some shit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Conqueror. Hopefully, he got better. If not, that's all right too.
If not, it's a wrap for him.
Yeah, I
Cause
mean, he
some
also has to get better because he protecting the Kaze Kage. So
well, I don't think there's much Conqueror can do better per se, other than put better tools inside his puppets, which there are better tools in this day and age, and maybe increase the number of puppets he can control. Like that's the best thing a puppeteer can do in Naruto, right? Like increase how many puppets they can use.
yeah,
And the usefulness of the puppet, like when they were fighting Sasori and he was using like 100 puppets, but like Chia was just using the two. Like your 100
yeah,
was no, there was no point of your 100 if two took him out.
yeah. So yeah, she's like, oh, yeah, I miss those days of the old Naruto. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Don't got much else.
I don't think I have much else because I haven't been reading too much. I finally got tired of playing mobile games,
Games.
so now I'm
Yeah,
on a cycle where like I'm trying to let everything be free. So I have a lot that I can't read right now. And I'm also trying not to replace them with something else in the time being because when I finally do get to read them, that'll just. I'm reading way too many series at once already. So, like,
yeah.
although my current day to day has decreased because that I'm so far in like the fast pass that like it's gonna take a few weeks, maybe months to be able to read some of them again.
For free.
But like if I start reading some now when they finally are available again, it'll just be that much that comes out at the same time. I'm like, man, that's a bit
Or you
information
could just
overload.
Or you could just read the stuff that comes out and stop reading the stuff that you was reading when it was going when you couldn't read that stuff. Give that time to get back up there. Yeah, I mean,
Well, I also thought about like just to kill time, rereading the some of the stuff like I enjoyed, like Weak Hero, I Get Stronger the More That I Eat, stuff like that. I don't know. I'll decide another day, but Webtoons remains really a really good source of entertainment.
yeah, I feel you.
In other news, I read an article that like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero dropped like 90% in like active players. It's like the number. I don't know what part of the world it is, but like the number was like 15,500, and like I thought that was kind of crazy. It was just like, damn, that means like there's a good chance like someone I fight before I could fight again, which isn't bad. Like if people don't play that too competitively, because I have a decent win record when it comes to ranked matches, but like I'm also still in the
I'm
seas.
undefeated in rank, baby.
Well, you're undefeated, but you're on. What would be the the win part of? What's the opposite of undefeated?
Defeated.
No, not that. But like in the winning side, what would you say for like someone who hasn't won?
I don't know.
You can't say unwinned.
I mean, you could, but would it be grammatically correct?
No, people understood.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't. Far from grammatically correct, but like, would people understand? Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to look that one up and get back to the people. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good as far as
As far as JoJo's.
Aphrodite was good.
Got nothing else.
Aphrodite was good. Prince of Tennis was good. ReZero, the episode I did watch, was good.
Might get on to My Hero Reads here.
My Hero is coming. Oh, season ended. But
season ended. Yeah, I was
next
like,
season should be it, guys. Enjoy it.
Should be. Unless they stop mid-season and like, oh, we're stopping in the middle of a fight. You raggedy.
Black Clover has done it twice already.
Oh, well. Yeah, I can't remember Black Clover.
Like
Not
the
sure
whole,
if
it's come like the whole, like I believe this is the final saga with like the whole the demon that took over Julius.
I didn't even know.
Nah, you knew about that.
I didn't.
Where are you in the story?
I'm at the part where Asta just learned his demon's name and they're partnering up to do stuff to fight to go get Yami back.
Yami back from
the guy that took his demon because he needed Yami's power to cut open the gate.
Oh my god, Irby, I spoiled some shit for you.
You did.
I apologize.
Spoiled it. Yeah, I spoiled it real good. Now I know.
So they just did what My Hero did twice. Like where it looks like I think we're in the final stages of Black Clover, and like they stopped in the middle of a fight. It went away for weeks, maybe months. Came back with a chapter or two, and it's been MIA since.
Yeah.
And some of the chapters feel rushed, so I feel like I don't know, maybe the artist is having writer's block, or maybe they're having issues. So hopefully everything's okay, and it's just hopefully they're putting out the story the way they want to put out, and it's not rushed or anything.
Probably putting out according to the whims of the people.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it be. That's all I have, Irby.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
All right, guys.
Now that everything's been ruined, but you know.
You probably will remember by the time you see that.
I always remember.
Nah, you probably won't.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
All right, Pepperidge Farms is going to have to catch us next week.
They will catch us sometime on a flip-flop.
And that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Like, comment, share us. Most important of all, share us. And we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Peace.